Hello everybody, I'm Grant Kilpatrick and I'm a musician from Scotland. And this video is what they're not telling you about songwriting. Hello and welcome to the video, Grant Kilpatrick here. So you've read the title, what they're not telling you about songwriting. What does that mean? Sounds a bit conspiratorial, sounds a bit suspicious. Well, to be honest with you, it's just a bunch of tips for songwriting. I'm not gonna lie to you here. I might have dragged you into this video with a little bit of a clickbait title. However, this is all good information, and it's some information that I don't think is spoken about enough. So, whether you're just wanting to start writing songs now, or you're already writing songs, here's what they're not telling you about songwriting. Demystify the process. Right, what do I mean by that? Well, how many times have you watched a movie or a TV show that's music orientated, right? The artist or the songwriter in the movie sits down at a piano or picks up a guitar and writes a song with fully formed lyrics, every verse and chorus written perfectly within under 5 minutes. Sometimes that actually happens, but not often. You have some of the world's biggest artists, like Paul McCartney, for example, talking about songs coming to him in a dream. We can't all write songs like that. The world-renowned jazz educator Jamie Aebersold decided to publish play-along books starting in the 60s because he wanted to demystify the art of jazz improvisation. He felt like there was gatekeepers, people that were withholding knowledge because it wasn't cool to educate young kids or young artists coming up on how to improvise on top of jazz chord progressions. But see, this is the problem. There's a lot of artists out there that would like you to think that writing songs is a mystical and mysterious process, when it's not. There's just a lot of hard graft involved. So how do you demystify the songwriting process before you've even picked up the instrument? Okay, I've got an answer for that. Demos. Go on YouTube, type in Paul McCartney demos, type in Sting demos, type in Billy Joel demos, and what you'll find is a ton of songs in their most basic form, the nucleus of the track. Some of them might only have a verse, some of them might only have a chorus, some of them might not even have lyrics, and they're singing gobbledygook over the top of them. I remember hearing a John Lennon demo of Strawberry Fields Forever and going, oh wow, that's how you do it. There's no mystery to it. The song just doesn't appear in front of you or land in your lap. You work it out. It's a messy process. So there's a good analogy when we talk about messy songwriting. You go to a Michelin star restaurant and you order your meal and it comes out nicely presented on the plate, looks perfect, tastes amazing. You finish the meal and it gets sent back. So you're getting the finished product. You're getting the steak that's cooked to perfection. But what's happening in the kitchen? I'll tell you what's happening. Folk are sweating. There's dishes everywhere. Folk are shouting at each other, and the sous chef has quit the job halfway through the night. And that's the thing. You have to remember, when you're hearing songs on the radio, when you're hearing songs on YouTube, you're hearing them 9 times out of 10 fully formed and finished. With demos, what you're getting is a sneak peek into the beginnings of some of the world's best known songs. They start off basic. You don't need a cabin in the woods, just start. Right, well, what do I mean by that? What does that mean? Well, there's this romantic idea that if you want to write your first album, or even a couple of songs, that you need to take yourself away and do it in a space where you're completely filled with inspiration. And when the stars perfectly align that night, that's when you'll start writing. When I've got an 8-hour day completely free, that's when I'm going to start writing. Don't get me wrong, you have to allow yourself time to write. There's nothing wrong with that. Most of us won't have a lot of time in our week to write songs. However, I think the main point here is little and often. You don't need to take yourself away on a holiday to write an album. You could be applying yourself an hour or so a day, half an hour every day, writing a few lyrics here and there, trying to get a chord progression together for a verse or a chorus. That's how to do it. The thing is, here you're also getting the benefit of working on it every day, or every second day for that matter. So yeah, just pick up your instrument and save yourself a bit of cash. Don't book the songwriting holiday. Beg, borrow and steal sometimes. Right, this one's controversial. How many times have you went to go write a song and you sat there and gone, what kind of song do I want to write? What kind of style do I want to write in? What kind of chords do I want to use? And you're stuck. You don't have to start from a place of complete inspiration. Find a song that you've heard recently that you really, really like and figure out what it is that you like about that song. Is it the drum beat? Is it how the vocals sit in the mix? Is it the vibe of the song? Is it the production? Take a drum groove, for example, apply it to the song that you're trying to write, then change it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Don't go lifting chord progressions wholesale from songs. Don't go lifting drum beats wholesale from songs, especially if they're iconic drum beats. But the reality is like, these are all good starting points to jumpstart the songwriting process. It's very difficult to start a song with no inspiration whatsoever and no direction and no idea about where you're going. So yeah, it's okay to steal things now and again. Jump on the vocal and sound like an idiot. So when I write songs now, I try to write the vocal melodies as soon as possible. Say you've got a nice chord progression going, you like the sound of it, start humming melodies on top of it, start vocalizing on top of it. You might find that you say a couple of words or a word that sounds good. You jot down the word and then you try and build a lyrical phrase around that. And the good thing about this is the vocals then inform the rest of the song. You're letting what I would argue is the most important part of the song inform the rest of the music rather than the instrumental music informing how the vocal melody is going to go. You could write a really complicated instrumental piece of music and then have to plonk vocals over the top of it, then have to make changes to that instrumental because the vocals don't fit. Jump on the vocal, get the vocal down as quickly as possible, get some random words on the page, start vocalizing, sing a lot of rubbish, sing a lot of mince, that's a good Scottish word, and you never know, you might get a nice melody out of it. Just finish the thing. Finish it. If there's one point that you take away and apply from this video, is finish the song. How many unfinished songs have you got sitting on a hard drive right now? Even if you don't release your music to the public, finish it for yourself. The discipline of doing that is so beneficial. It's going to make you feel better, it's going to make your songs better, and look, you never know, you might have a hit on your hands. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel, I'm going to be posting more videos. Comment on the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.